And hair, you do whatever you want to do because that's what you do. All you tape. I thought I had my to-do list here. Good morning. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Meryl. Good morning, Cheryl. Sherry. Good morning, Ernetta. Good morning, Lisa. Woo, it's Tuesday and your girl has so much to do today. The one thing I'm nervous about is my eyebrows. I'm going to a new person to do my eyebrows, even though my normal person that I usually get my eyebrows like waxed or threaded for, she's booked and she actually recommended this place. I'm nervous because my girl, she knows how I am. Like, I don't want to have like a Corella Deville, like the classic 90s arch. I will draw it for those in the back that don't know what I mean. In the 90s, in the early 2000s, people used to pluck their eyebrows into an arch similar to this. I already have a resting witch face, and if you do this, no one approaches me because they think that I'm going to be mean to them. So, um, it's just interesting. Some people really can play around with my eyebrows because I don't I'm not sparse with eyebrow hair, but yeah, I'm nervous. Your girl's nervous. I go at 11. I also have to do my eldest daughter's hair, Faith, because normally I do everybody's hair in the house on Sundays, and she was at work. And then yesterday, I was just like, I'm not doing anything after 5 because after 5, I was like, I was sewing, and after I had a really fun filled day yesterday, and I was finishing up sewing, and after 5, I was like, I'm not doing anything, so I'm doing her hair after Captain's Log, and then I'm heading over to Ulta's Beauty and Brow. So like my hair, like my eyebrow dresser, she was just telling me that in Ulta they have to go through so many different schools besides being an esthetician. They have to go through like benefit school and schools for Ulta to do this, and they do like the whole brow mapping, and it's not just like your run in the mill waxer. They like map out your brows to make sure that they look right on your face. So yeah, and they're not cheap. I remember like when I was in my like 20s or 18 through I don't know 30, I can just go to any like nail salon and just pay $10 and have someone do it. But now I have to be cautious because sometimes when you do that, like my eyebrows look like cousins, not sisters. So, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this for the trip. And I'm not doing it for the people of the trip. It's doing it for myself to feel good. Just like you see me having different nail polish colors, this is not a trend. My nails are messed up from the glue fiasco with the Dahlia wallet, but I was trying to see if these two nail polish colors last because I am notorious for my nail polish chipping in like one day, and I nothing's worse to me than seeing a chipped nail polish on my fingertips. I have really oily nail beds, and I'm really rough on my hands. Um, so yeah, I was testing it out, but now I'm going with a whole different other nail polish. But that's how I roll. Good morning. Oh, thank you. It's acting semi okay. So I have to do my daughter's hair, which is super fun because like she hates when I diffuse her hair, and it's just yeah. So after I come back from my eyebrows, and I'm pretty much gonna have like I don't know if anybody else has like the Sleepy Max that has like the cool gel. So what I do is like I put that in the freezer, and then I just put it on my eyebrow area, and I kind of wear it like as a Zorro mask. And then I'm gonna come down here and I have like little things I need to finish sewing, and then I'm gonna start packing. But I'm basically gonna wear the Zorro mask like all day because I'm going to be red. Tomorrow, chances are you're gonna be like, Shanova, your eyebrows look dope, but man, are you red? That's why I have to get it done today. Because if I get it done tomorrow, I'll be red on Thursday when I see people. Yeah. so so that's what my plans are today. So I have like one like I don't want to say I have one like little model of um the mini E where I feel like a lot of people struggle at. I have so I'm there's two like I don't there's two models that I want to bring to the mini E where I feel like people struggle at. I finished one. I need to finish the second one so that way it's a tangible item that people can touch and feel so that when I go over this part in class, I'll be like, this is the part, and everyone will be like, oh, I see, because it's one thing to explain like, hey, so we need to draw a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, but we need to move it 1 inch down and 1/8 of an inch across, and then sew at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. And you're like, what the what? Especially when we're sewing with vinyls and water resistant canvas, it could be a little difficult because it's not like you could pin it, and it's kind of difficult to clip it. So, showing you it on a module and then explaining how you can achieve this is it's a very crucial moment. So if you have an actual physical model that you could see how it's done and where, how it comes down 1 inch and how it goes in 1/8 of an inch, you're golden. After this one part on this one page on the in this pattern, if you conquer this part, the rest is a slam dunk. This is the hardest part to me, and it's not that hard. I just feel like there's a lot of exclamation marks and things in italic that tell you this is the part you need to pay attention to. And if you do this part, then the rest of it's cakewalk. Like I can make a mini E at this point in my sleep, and the tiny kata is like an upscale pouch. I feel like it is the most beginner friendly bag. It's what you do with it and how you modify it to make it even more special. So I'm really excited to be teaching these two classes, and I'm really excited that Lauren made it happen where we were able to give the people in the class the templates for the tiny kata, because I think that is a money selling bag. Like I said, I sold all of the ones I made at Awesome Con, and I've been reached out to make some ones for a bridesmaid party. It's a really good bag because you can turn it into so many things. You can turn it into emergency kit, a sewing kit, an essential oil kit, like so many different things. So I'm really excited to do so these two. So that's what I basically am doing. I'm trying to figure out what tote bag I have in my stash that I could put inside my carry-on, so that way when we go out to dinners and stuff like that, I'm not just carrying around a wallet, that I can actually carry around a bag, or like a smaller bag, like the one that I showed you, like the Nile, or like the Nile yesterday, something I could stick in a carry-on that I can just put my wallet and chapstick or whatever I need inside of here, and then when we go to dinners or whatever, I have something I can carry with. Okay, I love you too, Charlotte. In case you needed that today. um, so yeah, we're doing so I'm just doing like a lot of last minute stuff. And yesterday was just like a lot. There was like so much good. There was like a little annoying with my doctor's office, but other than that, I had a really good day. I did go to sleep early. I was watching The Witcher. I'm trying to rewatch it before season 3 drops, and season 4 drops, and I'm trying to be optimistic about this because I feel like Henry Cavill is drought, and I cannot see Liam. I cannot see if it was any other of the brothers, I think I would be more on board. But he's my least favorite brother. I don't think he has really good acting chops, but that's just me. So I hope he proves me wrong. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm taking pictures of the bag that I tested earlier this weekend. I took some pictures yesterday, and like all the this is the weirdest thing. All the inside pictures of the bag were chef's kiss. Like I usually hate taking pictures of the inside of my bags, but these pictures I was like, "Oh my god, people are going to love the inside of the pictures cuz this is going to make you want to make the bag." They're like absolutely stunning. I know I have never said that for any interior pictures. All my interior pictures usually suck to me. Um but these interior pictures I was like, like they look good. All my exterior ones, I absolutely hate it. So I'm doing some different stuff to try to get it to where I want it. So I'm actually doing that today too, taking some exterior pictures of the bag that I actually like because it was like backwards day. Things that I normally don't like, I do, and yeah, just very weird. Um, so that's basically all I'm doing today is just getting ready for Thursday. My flight's really early, and my husband keeps playing around with me like, "What time do you leave to the airport?" I'm like, "You are taking me to the airport, and my time I leave, because you booked my flights." So yeah. Oh, and I made bias binding tape because I plan on making actually a mini E on Thursday or Friday or sometime before before the class happens. So there's actually a fully finished mini E as well, so they can be looking at it in different directions. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. I love that bag. You have no idea. I think it has a potential to be so many different things, like a sling, a bag, like just so many different things. Um, I have someone asking me to make it into a mini backpack, and I think it could be done because the way it has such a three-dimensional shape, it could definitely be done, but it just couldn't be like reversible. Like it has to have like one side that has a permanent area for the mini E, and I'm working that out right now on the back of the mini E. So I'm like really excited about that. Um, I'm getting hyped up because it's like this is like the beginning of all the classes that I'm gonna start teaching because after this in August we have Wizardly. There were some funny things that transpired about that yesterday, and like I gotta tell you, like the I went to lunch with Roberta, who I met, and So Magical at Disney Dallas, and she's going to Wizardly Stitchery, and she enlightened me on something that I immediately had. I call my friend Lisa, who was also going to Wizardly, and it was just an interesting time with that. And like I gotta say, like I think Lisa she's the calm to my chaos, and I think that's what makes her such a good friend. Her calmness is like something that I truly do aspire to have because I feel like I am chaos. That's what like that's the energy I bring is like, oh my God. So and everything panned out there too. So Wizardly's next, and I'm really excited about that because if you guys have the opportunity to ever go to Wizardly, go. Go for just Melissa's cooking. Just go because someone's pampering you with food and desserts for like 3+ days, like almost 4 days of just someone cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you, and all drinks, non-alcoholic drinks are there, and just being around like-minded people. And I don't know, it's an experience that you I never had before, and it's like being at some. I always talk about camp when I have a camp shirt on. I don't know what that is. So it's like being a summer camp. Like this is what I think that there was like a sewing camp for kids. Like I've like, but it's an adult camp just circle around some like just all sewing stuff. So it is really fun. And then in September I have Sack and Sew, And this is the first like expo in California, which I'm really excited because I with all the expos that usually happen on the East Coast, I know a lot of my West Coast friends are like, I can't make it because it's too, I have to fly across country. And there's a lot of people on the West Coast that was looking for something like this. And Sherry's bringing that. And there's a lot of teachers that are going to be there. I'm excited to like, be in person with Simply Classics, Tara from Creations, Kathy from K Dill, K-Dill Design. There's so many teachers that are going to be there. There's going to be so many people that are teaching different things. Like we have Barrett, who's going to be teaching people how to make their own bias binding. And I feel like this is a very important like thing for people. I think a lot of people don't like bias binding because they don't like bias tape itself. So once you know how to master your own bias binding, I think that you will love to bind anything and everything because it's kind of like fabric. People get excited about fabric because you get to pick your own fabric. When you get to pick your own bias binding to match or mix match or make it pop, you will get excited about it because it's just like like buying fabric. So I think it is a thing that people really like will like to do once they see it. Yeah, and I know some people are bummed about that too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm really excited about Sherry's thing. The location seems really cool. I like how the hotels are not that far away and there's grocery stores. I cannot stress this enough. Like I'm one of these people, like if I go to a So Expo, the first thing I look for is if there's grocery stores or any convenience stores nearby because I'm a person that likes to stock my hotel with my favorite snacks, my favorite like sparkling waters or whatever. Because when I go into an expo, I want to be able to have like things that I like. Like I want to have my like sparkling waters and like my nuts, my cashews or whatever, so that way I can eat whatever I want to eat without like having to go to a food truck or whatever. So if I want to spend money on pretty fabric, I can without thinking I spent an exorbitant amount of money on food. I love to go out to eat to dinner with a group of people. So we all are like having that like bonding moment, but like I hate to spend money on like breakfast and lunch. I know this sounds weird because it all adds up. So I'd rather have like a big dinner at a nice place with a lot of people and then buy fabric with the other stuff and just like snack throughout the day. It's kind of like how I do at an amusement park. I snack, and then have like a huge dinner so that way I can remember it. So I don't know why I do things like that. I think it's because my parents did things like that. I can't make it. I don't know. So yeah, kind of like my coffees. Like, so I'm really excited about the second show too. And I'm teaching like three classes. I'm teaching the Euro, the they always open the door. I'm teaching the date night Dina, which I'm really excited because I've always wanted to teach this. Like it's I like okay, we all know I have like my bags that I love to teach are Aura Rosa. The date night Dina is yeah, I have it right here because I was going to make one tomorrow, but I'm going to wait until I come back. The Date Night Dina is like one of my favorite bags to make because it looks overly complicated, but it's not. The shape is so unique. It is so freaking unique. And every like when I'm the first two I made, I brought it to a convention and they sold. Then I made six and they went to another convention and they sold. Like I never have enough of them to show anybody anything because they sell relatively fast because they're such a unique shape. They have 12 credit cards. It's big enough sometimes either to put your cell phone or even a pair of sunglasses in there. And it's just a unique shape. And then you can buy there's different trims. You can if you have the regular wallet trim, which I feel like a lot of us do for like different like the Diva wallets and stuff. If you can put a straight trim or there's a special curved trim from Emmeline bags, or you put no trim. Like if you have this pattern and you go through the testers, you'll see my testers, they're Alice in Wonderland. And if you don't know, I do love Alice in Wonderland. My tester bag that I did, I think you guys, if you follow Jess from So Many Creation, on Friday she showed you guys what the daisy bag looks like. I am one of the testers. My tester, I made mine's Alice in Wonderland. I don't know. I like Alice in Wonderland. I know he did drugs while he wrote it, but there's something weirdly relatable about trying to find yourself in Wonderland. I don't know what it is. I feel that book on so many different levels. Like, I don't know. All the questions about, like, especially with Absent, when he's like asking questions, like when Alice is asking questions and he's asking questions back to her, like trying to make you think, like think for yourself. I'm not going to give you answers. You need to think for yourself. Your questions within questions are the real answers. Like in the Mad Hatter, you guys see me dress up as him like all the time on the 13 Days of Halloween because he's one of my favorite characters because people think he's crazy, but he's not. He's spitting knowledge. It's just the way he presents it may not be appetizing for people. And I don't know. There's something about Alice in Wonderland, whether it's the book series or like the different TV or movie adaptation. I can't different TV or movie versions of it. I don't know. I've always been intrigued with Alice in Wonderland, but that was the ones. If you go into if you go into Date Night Dina, you'll see that I made one Lord of the Ring and one Alice in Wonderland. Those hot things sold immediately. As soon as I showed them on Instagram, people already claimed them. So like it's a very lucrative wallet. Like I have never had any of the wallets just sit there and chill, like at all. Like the soon as I either showed them or brought them to somewhere, they sold. It's because the shape is so weird. Like if you really look at the how the shape is, and then you don't have. And either the first two had no hardware. They didn't have that fancy hardware. It just had the two magnets on the side. And that's what I like about it. It is versatile. You don't have to have the hardware. You can have just that beautiful curve and they sell well. Or if you do have the hardware, you can bump it up in price even more because it's nice. I have it on there. I don't believe there's okay, so hear me out. I sew faster than the average bear. Okay. But I feel like the if you're talking about in the grand scope of things for Aura Rosa, yes. Like the longest thing you're gonna sew for Aura Rosa is the beast. So like for Aura Rosa's pattern, yes, not it's not gonna be as fast as the tiny Kata, but it's gonna be in the same vicinity if you were to make the Catalina 100% and not modified. So that's what I could tell you. It's not a very long back pattern. I think my video is like 90 minutes on it. When at my average Aura Rosa video is like 2.5 hours. And if you're talking about the beast, my beast is broken up into, I believe, 4 parts. And I think the 4-part series is a 6 hour in total. So like it's not a very long wallet. And she has another wallet as well. But that's the Date Not Dina is my favorite wallet from her because it just does really well for me. And I don't have templates on that. I should get templates on that one. But for this class, Sherry has a kit you could buy, but I made it quite clear you don't have to get a kit. You can do this without a kit. I'm going to be doing a virtual thing. I'm gonna have a Facebook group to whoever's in this class where I'm gonna cut out the video with you. And this is when you're gonna learn that yeah, Shinova does so fast, but Shinova's cuts as so slow. I cut so freaking slow. Anyone that watches any of my cutout videos will tell you, yeah, Shinova cuts slow. I cut so slow. I am not one with the rotary cutter, and the rotary cutter is not one with me. I think I'm better with a box cutter, though. I don't know. I just do not trust them. I have cut myself way too many times with the rotary cutter, and I think I'm just like really cautious. Um, so I think it's quick-ish. I do think it's quick. It's one of for Aura Rosa. I think each pattern designer has their version of a slow and a fast one. For Aura Rosa's, like her humongous back scales, it is on the quick earth versus the beast. The beast is her longest one, and I think her fastest bag is the tiny kata. That's her fastest bag. I think it goes into the scale where it's her one of her fastest ones. I think you can knock it out in like 2 hours. I think cutting it out is a little bit more interesting because the wallet has like interesting curves. So you have to just be very cognizant in how you cut things out. I'm a tracer on this pattern. So like when the people that take this class, they're going to see me flip things around and trace it. They're going to be like, Shanova literally put pattern weights down and just traced everything. I'll be like, yep, there's no shame in my tracing game. There, so, there's none. Okay. So, but this wallet is really fun. And once you have all the pieces, it comes together fast. Like that's the thing. I feel like it takes longer to trace everything out to sew. It comes together fast. She did a really good job. And it's very domestic friendly, like all of her patterns. Even the beast is domestic friendly. It's just not people friendly because once you get to like the final countdown with the beast, you're like holding it's like holding a toddler and trying to sew. It's like but it's worth it in the end. Um this I'm teaching that, so I'm really happy I finally got to do it because Sherry was like, "Why don't you teach a wallet class?" I was like, "I've always wanted to teach the date night Dina," but it's just like a weird class that I didn't know people will respond to, and that class is slowly but surely filling up because people responded to it. So I'm actually going to be making one of these when I come back from so whatever and I recover because we all know it's like I get an energy boost. Like right now, I'm super hyper. Like my hyper scale, like if it's from 1 to 10, I'm at a 7. It's like I'm building energy like Pikachu because I'm getting so excited that I get to talk to people that love to sew. I'm not even lying. It's gonna be probably like word vomit to everybody on Thursday. Um, so I'm getting like excited. And then what's gonna happen because my husband booked a flight for 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday. What time do I have to leave to go to the airport? Yeah. Do I even sleep on Sunday night? Like he's like, yeah, make sure you're at the airport at 2 hours ahead of time. So he's excited. He's like, oh yeah, there's not gonna be no traffic because it's Memorial Day, and you're coming in at like 8 o'clock in the morning. That man is not loyal with time, and I think, okay, yeah, Kendall. He usually packs my luggage and books my tickets. He is not loyal. He's not. He's not loyal. Okay, but I digress. So I'm probably gonna be dead to the world on Memorial Day. Like, oh, that's really bad to say. I'm not. I'm gonna be asleep to the world on Memorial Day. I take that back. What I said earlier, dead to the world. That's just bad taste. I didn't think before I talked. I'm gonna be asleep to the world on Memorial Day, and then I'm probably gonna be like, "Hey guys, it's Captain's Lock on Tuesday." Like half mass eyes. And you're gonna be like, "You guys, you have a migraine?" No, I'm. I had to get up at a godly hour. Hey, Hopi. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'm on a live. That's why I'm in front of the ring camera. Thank you. It's Loki. I got it smoothie.
Okay, have fun being live.
I will have fun being live. You think me talking to her on the phone would be indication that I'm alive, but apparently, no. Okay. So no. So probably like I'm hoping I can make one on Wednesday or Thursday. Make one so I can show everybody because I want to post one in the SAC group so that they can see it too. But you can make it out of anything and everything. You can make it out of cotton, faux leather, like anything. So I had a lot of fun with it. I think it looks really cool when you use like a cork or a vinyl that it's like a solid and then have like whatever fancy fabric that you want to have in the inside. It's just I don't know. It looks really cool to me. Or you could do I use Riley Blake's Alice in Wonderland for the outside, and I had a blast with that one. I was like fussy cutting all the lines perfectly. It took a very very long time to get those lines lined up. But you can have a lot of fun with this wallet, and I think it's a great one. And then I'm teaching the tiny kata too, because again, I really believe in this one. I know that we're getting to the part where people are going to start doing holiday marts, bazaars, and stuff like that, and they have to pull out applications. A lot of people start putting in applications in July for November and October and November. I believe this is a good money seller. Like, so I'm gonna like I said, I sold like um I sold 6 at Awesome Con, and then I have an order for some bridesmaids. So I go to Shore Leaf in July. So I plan on bringing 6, and I'm going to report back to you guys how many I sold out of them. But I think this is a good melanie seller. From the ones at Awesome Con, the cheapest one I think was 35, and the most expensive one was 96, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I think this is a good, I don't want to say cash grab, but that's how I think of it. Like, you guys can really make it your own. Yeah, I want the evil cork too. I think I ordered 2 corks from So Many Creations. I'm waiting on one, because and it's coming in. I'm willing to wait because their cork is beautiful. But they had a cork called Black Mamba, and I'm afraid of the snake, so I learned a lot about the snake. But when I seen the pattern, I was like, I gotta have this pattern. So I'm just waiting, and when it comes in, it'll be perfect. Ooh, pineapple skulls and cherry crack. Oh, okay. Yeah, So Many Creations. She has really beautiful corks, and the evil cork is like, I'm not gonna lie, I it has a special place in my heart. I think it's because it's unconventional and it doesn't look like everybody else. I think it draws a lot of attention, and a lot of people like that style. Eric like has a really good eye. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hop off, finish this coffee, then drink this smoothie, because it's always awesome to drink something really hot, then to something that's cold, and then I'm gonna do my daughter's hair and then get ready for my eyebrows. So if you guys see tomorrow with me with different eyebrows, it's probably because they're gonna remove all the brow. I have so many eyebrow hairs, you probably can't even see. I have so many eyebrow hairs that go all the way down to here. I have my dad's eyebrows. I don't know what happened with my jeans on here. Like, I think it's because I have big, like, thick hair. My eyebrows are just like really, really thick, and they go down all the way to here, and they just like, I have eyebrow hairs up down to here. So they're gonna have a field day. Like, what the? I'm so, and I low key, I'm always surprised that I've had it, because I grew up in like the early 2000s, and everybody wanted Pamela Lee Anderson's, and we used to like wax it to they were like this really fine point, and then I got really lazy and I just stopped. So maybe that's a good thing, because a lot of my friends that grew up with me, they just like, I have no eyebrows because of what we did in the 2000s. I don't know. If I ever get to go back to So Whatever Studios, I definitely either want to have a theme like Y2K, or like early 2000 or late 90s, like pajama jam party. Like, I think that will be like the funnest like retreat to do. like like a pajama party for like the 90s, or like Y2K style. So like, I think it'll be fun. Yeah, it's hard to decide for that. Her corks are all gorgeous, that's why. And you could tell that they spent a lot of time on them. So, I will see you guys tomorrow with the different brows, and don't be startled. Okay? So, I will talk to y'all later, and I hope everyone has a really great day, okay? See you on Wednesday.